it's like she opened up the vowel on you. What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all well out there, and thank you for joining me for another vocal analysis. Ow, I hit my hand again. Another vocal analysis, vocal breakdown, and I loved this performance when I saw it. I really enjoyed the artistry and the intentionality behind everything, you know, and this wasn't on my radar to do initially, but when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I want to talk about this. It was just some cool artistic moments, and I really enjoyed about it, so I wanted to talk about it with y'all. So y'all, let's do this thing. Let's watch it.
Every night I've been crying, I can't fall asleep. Laying in the bed in my diamonds, I still wear my ring.
You see how she's emphasizing certain syllables? Every night and night. So there's some syllables that have more emphasis than others, and you can hear almost more of like a straight tone. There's not really a lot of vibrato right here. Can't
even picture nobody else. I'm in too much pain since you left me all by myself.
Lift me all by myself. I feel like she kind of got more brighter, more twangier. Lift me all by myself. Got a little bit more nasal, a little bit more brassier, whinier a little bit. Me all by myself versus lift me all by myself. You see when I take the brassier whininess out of my voice, it doesn't have as much ping. Me all by myself. When I add that in there, it kind of gives more of like a whine to the voice, or whine to the quality, the sound of the voice.
Nothing's the same.
Nothing's the same. She played with the vowel a little bit on same with the vowel. Same.
I'll probably never love again. This kind of heartbreak don't never end. Baby, you ruined me. After you.
They're kind of like glottal onsets. With the little run at the end. And the almost have like a little snarl to it. I like this song. I do. I like this song. And you see, it's almost like it's spread here, but there's almost like a neutralized spread. It's not super bright. It's more like I never thought I would love that. You know, so it's almost like a mid-spread shape in the mouth, plus like that twangy narrowed vocal track, which I think has a lot to do with her natural sound. I think she kind of just naturally sits there. So I think that natural sound with the ping and the forwardness in her voice a little bit, plus here, But there's also that desperation in the sound. Obviously because of the content and the plot of the song, if you will. There's cry, there's this, there's I never thought, I'm done, So you hear that disdain in her vocal delivery. I never thought, you know, these background singers, and from what I understand, they're called June's Diary, right? I love how they're doing this. Ruin me.
I won't pretend I was perfect.
Was that perfect? Not perfect. Maybe it was perfect. Or maybe the T was super soft, but I kind of heard perfect a little bit. I don't know. What y'all think?
Like I don't deserve some of this hurt I've been hurting.
Some of this hurt I've been hurting. hurting, not hurting or hurting. Some of this hurt. Some of this hurt, I've been hurting. So the ing became like a neutralized vowel. Some of this hurt, I've been hurting. You see, it's hurting instead of hurting. The T is kind of lessened or kind of taken out. Hurting, and it's like hurting.
I swear it's the worst. Whoever might try to love me next.
I also love how she lets the song breathe. That's what really stuck out to me the most generally in an artistic way, is how da 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 da. You know, I like how these blank spaces make you sit in the song. And you can see the pain in the mascara, you know, the tears running down the face, and how she's kind of singing like this. You know, she's laying on the table, all this other stuff. That's a part of the character of the song in and of itself. So I love just the entire artistic delivery and the entire intentionality of the artistry of this performance in and of the song.
It's gonna have a time. If a heart's gonna get broken.
Did you hear her go masky and then kind of come less masky? I always talk about that, and as I'm talking about it, I remember talking about this very same thing when I talked about her doing Made For Me. I want to say it's the Soul Train Awards earlier this year or late last year. I can't remember. I'll put the link to the video up here somewhere, but I talked about that very same thing, how she kind of plays with this masky and less masky sound, almost like a country twang. On the broken, she kind of came back out of that twangy, masky sound.
Won't be mine after you.
Yeah. So it's like she opened up the vowel on you. You. But then kind of brought it back to the diphthong at the end of you, if you will. So it's you. With the walk down, that little tiny arpeggio or scale move that she did right there. Yeah. And she got breathier as she came down. It was thicker at the beginning. Yeah. You see it breathy now. Okay. Yeah. And then rounded out that diphthong at the end of the word you. So she did a lot of things phonetically in the articulation because the tongue came down. Yeah. The lips moved too. Yeah. And so did the jaw a little bit. Yeah. So those main three components of the articulation moved. Of course, other things happened too, but I'm talking about those main 3 points where I changed the shape of the word as I walked down in that run to kind of change the finesse or the sound or texture of the word itself.
Never love.
Never love. Somewhere changing of the texture of the sound. Never love. It's almost like she added nasality at the end of the love. Love, love. She played with the soft palate a little bit. Love, love. Play with the tongue position. Love, love. That baby had a little grit, baby. It had a little compression in there, a tiny bit. It was very quick, but it was there. It's almost like she had a little more compression there to kind of show that disdain that I keep talking about, you know, the disdain in the song and the plot of the song. It's that, oh, I'm tired, I'm done. She showed it in the body too. So she probably added a little bit more air pressure and added a little bit more constriction in here. And what I mean by in here is the false vocal folds. They're kind of coming in just a little bit. I love those ruin me's. Ruin me, ruin me, ruin me, ruin me, ruin me. Whatever that harmony is, that's good to my soul.
Baby, you ruined me.
Yeah. It's almost like she separated that run with some glottal stops. You see what I'm doing right there? I don't know the pattern that way she did it exactly, but it's that pattern. And maybe some aspirate stops too. Something like that. How she took us on a vocal climactic journey from a vocal standpoint. She was really low and chill at the beginning, you know. Then as the song builds, she builds up her vocals a little bit. So now at this last chorus, she's you see what I'm saying? So she's more higher. She's singing a lot more. There's more vibrato, more connection of the vocal line in terms of like the notes that she's singing. So there's a lot more drama happening up here at the end of the song as she's singing higher versus the beginning. It was chill.
Baby, you ruined me. You ruined me.
Come on, I had a little grit on that. Oh, I had a little grit in there. Okay, give us texture.
I know I'll never love.
She's playing with the phonemes or the syllables. Never know, something like that. Never know. So she's playing with the syllables themselves to give us some ad libs there. You see how she got dark at the bottom of that? You see what I'm saying? So I'm moving my mouth from that more wide to get more darker, more rounder, more warmer at the bottom of that. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed watching it with y'all. And as I will always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware. But most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.